Hello everyone, this is Venkatraman from Satyam Venture Engineering Services Private Limited, taking care of digital manufacturing engineering. Today we will walk through augmented and virtual reality. Augmented reality is a technology that amplifies our physical environment, with overlaying computer-generated images. Virtual reality is the technology that creates computer-simulated environment, that gives an interactive 3D world. Market size of AR and VR is $16.8 billion, and expected to reach $90 billion by 2024. Implementation of AR projects in new product development projects shows a 90% increase in accuracy, and 30% decrease in time. Did you know that AR and VR systems can boost organization productivity and increase revenue by 5%, reduce the risk of injury at work due to ergo and safety, reduce downtime and workforce cost by building an agile factory with AR and VR? Some of the most prominent AR and VR devices in the market are HTC Vive, Oculus Rift, PlayStation VR, and HoloLens Windows Mixed Reality. The benefits of implementing AR and VR systems are: it creates a real-time interactive experience for customers' business using 3D product data. It creates an interactive global and collaborative environment for designers and engineers and frontline teams. It improves speed, quality, and throughput while reducing the cost for manufacturers. Protects worker health and safety. It creates an immersive product demonstration and promotional experiences. The AR and VR opportunities across all OEM product phases are research and development, manufacturing and supply, marketing and sales, and after-sales. This matrix represents the use case of AR and VR, in the respective phases of product development and sales. Based on these details, in Phase 1, use cases for research and development are training and remote settings. In Phase 2, use cases for manufacturing and supply are production line, quality control, SCM and virtual factory twin. In Phase 3, the use case for marketing and sales are augmented or virtual car configurator, and virtual showroom. In Phase 4, the use case for after-sales are Rescue Assist app, and virtual technical handbook. This matrix represents the current use cases of AR and VR in major automotive companies and its benefits. Volkswagen and Audi deployed AR/VR in R&D, and support function training by creating a virtual prototype and so on. This slide represents our newly developed POC for layout visualization and validation. The technology we have deployed is the HoloLens 2, using the software application Unity. The scope of this project is to develop a layout and commission virtually based operational standards. Satvin's solution is to develop a 3D proposal layout and to develop an interface of pick and place of assets from a library. Assess the ergonomics, material flow, safety, and operational standards virtually. Collaborate and communicate with respective teams using one system. Advantages are organization productivity boost, reduction in travel time, training cost and downtime, and remote assistant. Let us now build a sub-assembly station. A 2D layout of the sub-assembly station is placed on the ground, with the help of a menu. The required assets are brought in from the menu, one by one, and placed over its respective 2D layout, by using either of the movement features: grab and drag, or object movement. Node movement, for moving assets in a particular axis. And input field movement, for moving assets in intervals along an axis, and the lock feature, for locking assets in place. The sub-assembly station is now built. Here is the entire CAL assembly line, in miniature version, for visual convenience. The sub-assembly station is now added to the existing CAL line. Here is a third person's perspective view of the user interaction. HoloLens allows the user to interact with the holograms with ease and comfort. Now, let's look at some special features. The measurement tool, for calculating the distance between two objects, and even real-world objects. Relocation, for moving an object from one position to another with just 2 clicks, either with its own rotation, or predefined rotation. Collision detection, for detecting a collision, with color representation, either between holograms, or real-world objects. The benefits of AR factory development are the user interface, significant reduction in cost, accessibility to the application, zero to no risk factor, and a well-established collaborative system. This slide represents our newly developed POC for operator training. The technology we deployed is Vive Pro 2, using the software application Unity. The scope is to develop a concept of operator training virtually, and to improve and assess the worker skills. CEATEC's solution is to develop a 3D layout of the station with real-time information, and simulation of all process sequence, failure modes and stressful situations to observe, and to practice. Develop an assessment mode to evaluate the trainee's skill matrix. The advantages are reduction in training cost, minimal dependency on training personnel, reduction in risk of injury in heavy machinery and equipment industry. Welcome to the Operator Training Simulator, in virtual reality. The simulator consists of 3 modes: the study mode, practice mode and the exam mode. Meet Jack. Jack will show you the sequential process of assembling the parts onto the engine. The study mode will help the user to visualize and understand the entire assembly process, carried out by Jack, with sequence indicators, CAD details, and instructions in the display panel. The user can also teleport anywhere within the space allotted. In the practice mode, using step-by-step instructions shown in the display screen, the user gets to practice assembling the parts from the rack onto the engine. Highlights and CAD details, for the tools, fasteners, and the parts, help the user to understand the sequence order better. The user can attempt each mode any number of times necessary. And finally, the exam mode. The user is put to the test to assemble all the parts in sequence correctly, within the time allotted, without any help from indicators or highlights. The exam mode keeps track of the user's speed and accuracy in assembling the parts in order. A final assessment of the operator is shown in the display screen. The benefits of VR training are reduction in risk of injury, significantly low training cost and expenses, providing a more interactive learning process, training for future emergency situations, and providing the best assessment monitoring system. Thank you.